It's a great honour to be asked to speak tonight. Quite a frightening honour, actually, looking out at everybody, but a great honour nonetheless. Because since we moved to Dubai 5 years ago, the Emirates Airline Festival of Literature has played a huge role in my life. You only have to ask my husband, who has to pick up our children from school every day of that week, because I can't resist another author session. The first time I visited, in 2009, the Lit Fest was like a lovely, warm welcome to our new country. It reassured me that the things that mattered to me and the things that made my life beautiful were equally important here in our new home. My strongest memories are of enjoying an amazing Arabic poetry evening and of being slightly confused about why some of the events that year were taking place in an igloo. The following years, I was more and more attracted to the children's events for their energy and for their excitement. I took my own kids along as a kind of cover story, but I think I enjoyed the events more than they did. I can remember screaming as Darren Sham read out his new horror story, and I can remember picking up a small boy who'd fallen off his chair because he was laughing so much at an Owen Colfer speech. By 2012, I was starting to think that maybe I too could write a book that someone might want to publish. So that year I went to the author workshops and I picked up some tips off incredible children's writers like David Almond and Tim Bowler, and I spent a lot of time secretly scribbling away at my own book for 9 to 12-year-olds. So when I heard about the Montegrappa First Fiction competition, I decided to submit my manuscript. The results of the competition were read out at the end of a session called How to Get Published. During that session, Luigi Bonomi, the competition judge, explained that the average literary agent gets 5,000 manuscripts each year and publishes less than 20 of them. So as the talk went on, I sank lower and lower into my chair and wondered how I'd even dared to enter. But then I heard the magic words. The second prize goes to a story about a 12-year-old detective whose scientist father disappears in a freak accident. That's me, I screamed. That's my freak explosion. And the memory still makes me smile, as does my lovely shiny Montegrappa fountain pen that I won. Whenever I show off too much, my friends remind me, you came second. But, as my daughter points out, placing isn't everything. Mum, she says to me, One Direction were runners-up in the X Factor, and now look at them. So I see myself as Harry Styles from One Direction, but without the screaming fans, yet. All in all, I couldn't have written myself a happier ending. After the competition, Luigi Bonomi offered to represent my book, and within a month, I had a 2-book deal with Simon & Schuster. And my book will be out in August, and I couldn't be more excited. Obviously, it's my book, and I think it's brilliant, but I know that there are other books out there, equally brilliant, that haven't managed to get the attention of an agent or a publisher, and I will always be grateful to the Emirates Airline Festival of Literature for the opportunity they've given me. So on behalf of all book lovers, I'd like to thank the Lit Fest for bringing such incredible authors to Dubai year after year, inspiring us all to write our own stories. And on behalf of all wannabe writers, I'd like to thank the Lit Fest for opening up such a wonderful competition that gives secret scribblers like me the chance to get our work in front of literary agents and publishers. And finally, I'd like to thank all of you for listening to me. Thank you.